So I'm quite excited about today's vlog. Today I'm going to be heading off to see Sean Kennedy. If you've never heard of Sean Kennedy, then where the flip have you been? Check this out.
To look into those eyes again, the girl on Christopher Street. Oh, the girl, that girl.
This is the first time that I'm actually getting to meet him properly, and I'm going to be asking him today what's his creative process. So I'm going to head off, drop Jacob off first, and then head down. So let's go. I'm sitting with the legendary Sean Kennedy. It's crazy. So you lived in Irvine your whole life?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've lived in Irvine my whole life as well, and it's mental how this is the first time we're actually
Having a
properly
conversation.
meeting.
We've known of each other though.
Yeah.
For a little, maybe a year or so. Or
and a lot of mutual friends as well.
Yeah.
So he's kindly invited me to come into his man cave studio.
My dad's man cave. It's like a shared joint man cave thing.
It's absolutely crazy, man. I could spend all day here.
It's got everything we need.
It's amazing.
I know.
Let's cut to the B-roll. Cut to the B-roll just now. Look at this. Part of this channel, the idea is to try and encourage different creators to go out and create and do their thing, regardless of whether they've got really good equipment or they're limited by the equipment.
Definitely.
Or whatever. Mm-hmm. And for me, like, I know what my process is when it comes to creating something, so I kind of know what I need to do or what I need to be doing, or the environment I need to be in, or what's going to motivate me.
Yeah.
So one of the key things that I'm keen to do in this channel is to ask other creators what's your process. So Sean's created some incredible music. We'll just cut to that just now. This is amazing. Check this out.
There's no way out. You don't have to feel lonely. I'm here to help you love again. You don't have to feel lonely. Give me your heart. I'm blown away by magic, like lightning rushing through your bones. Just reach out and grab it, and we'll step into the great unknown. I feel like
So it sounds brilliant. How do you get from the idea to the work in progress to the finished article?
Yeah. So I'm big on melody. That's like a big thing for me. Usually that's the first thing that will come to me, like a melody hook, because I'm really bad for whistling. I whistle a lot, and my papa, my dad's dad, he's a whistler as well, but my dad's not much of a whistler.
Right.
So it's just totally jumped to me. So I whistle all the time, which is good for melody, and I think melody is more infectious. It's amazing that how lyrics can affect you and move you. I think melodies get more of an emotional, can put you in an emotional state.
Right.
So that's big for me. And usually I pick, that would be before the lyrics actually hit me, unless I have a really good line that I've picked up from somewhere in conversation. I think nowadays most of the lyrics that really stand out are from conversational things that the places you've been and you've said something to someone and you've picked up on. I think that's the most relative to most people. I listen to a lot of kind of, I guess, country kind of pop, and especially over the last year and a half, there's been a lot of lyrics that have really stood out, and it's like a flashback of something when you're listening to the artist. It's something you've maybe said in conversation before, and you don't even think about it just because that's day to day, and you think, but I reckon that's the really they should be put into the songs. So if that melody for me is the start, unless I get a really catchy line, but I'll pick the guitar up and mess about with something that I feel that I've not done before,
Right.
or I've not used.
I think my whole life I've written about 5 songs.
Yeah.
It doesn't come natural.
No, I don't think it.
So how do you keep that fresh? How do you keep on? I mean, some folk just spit lyrics.
Yeah, constant. Like my dad, he can write for fun. Like he doesn't have to have a guitar on him or a piano or nothing. He can write on an airplane. He'll stop in the car during the day just to write a lyric in his books.
Do you ever get the mind fog, just where you're like?
I know. I've came to accept that though. When you can feel something coming, I think you can always create.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes I do like some filming on the side just to help that creative process.
Yeah.
You kind of, I guess you get blanks, but then I've taught myself to try and dig in a bit more when you feel like because something else will come out.
Yeah.
See if you spend long enough on that kind of dry patch and you know it's not coming, I'll go away for like maybe like half an hour and then come back or late at night, come back into the studio and just dig at it again and something will pop. And it might not be the best thing that you come up with, but I think as long as you get those ones finished, and I was always really bad for not finishing songs because in my gut I had the feeling like that's maybe, I don't see that being somewhere, because I picture it, the finished article, like further on, and how it can sit either being played live or if it ever reached TV or film. Like I try and imagine it further along and I can get a gut feeling that how good it could be.
The creative process for you is not just about writing a song, it's then producing the song.
It's everything.
There's then a video that goes with it, there's the promotion material and all that. Like how involved in all that? I
know, I go, and because I don't have, I think it would be different if I had a record deal or whatever. And you can see it where, I mean, look at like maybe James Bay for instance, where his music's amazing, he's a phenomenal musician, but you can see the change in his new music that's come out, and you can see there's more of an input from the, whether it's manager or a team and stuff like that. But I'm sure he's involved the whole way, but you can see when someone else comes in to help how things can visually change. And for me, I don't have that kind of backing, so I'm involved in everything, which is maybe a great thing as well, because not every musician gets to really be involved in every single part. Yeah. Because some producers bring in their own musicians, and you do your part, and you have to walk out the room, like come back and listen to it when it's done, which must be. I would find that really hard to do.
Sure.
Because I've had the studio here, and my engineer, Dave, that I work with, I've been involved. I just watch him, and because he's got so much experience when it comes to what he's done, when it comes to the technical stuff, and I just watch over and I just put my input, and he's like, okay, we'll try that, and he kind of types in and does his thing, and I learn as I go. From the writing, the idea at the very start to writing it to producing it, and then especially when it comes to the video, I'm passionate about that, because imagine every single singer-songwriter or every band that you knew could create that initial idea in a video from the very start. Like if everyone could do it and be involved in directing the video, it'd be amazing.
What would your advice be to folk that are creating or want to go out and do a project? And what would your advice be today?
Think for yourself, make your own decisions, never give up, believe in yourself. That's like maybe the 4 or 5 things that are like solid, especially the think for yourself, be yourself, make your own decisions. I mean, you can take inspiration from as many of your peers as possible, all the people you look up to, but try and create your own thing. Take little bits. Be inspired, but create what's actually you. That's why we're all individual in some, in every different ways. Be yourself. That's as much as you can. Don't stop. Never give up. That's that.
So if you ever want to look at some cliches, come to see Sean. No, but it's true. That's very true.
Aye.
Cool, mate.
Great.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
I appreciate your time, and hopefully we can do something.
Maybe across the pond.
Go across to Nashville.
Yeah.